channel. I'm so glad that you're here to join me for the La Parisienne journal by, the La Parisienne is by Ooh La La Vintage Treasures. Those are the digitals that I use, and I made this journal that is for sale on my Etsy shop with those digitals, and I wanted to share that with y'all. Alright, so how is everyone today? I am doing great, and I hope that y'all are too. I really mean that when I say that. Okay, so to look around the edges, look at that little sewing machine. How cute is that? Little Eiffel Tower and little gem hanging off. Lots of goodies poking out and through. And of course, all the pretty dangles. Okay. All right. So this unties. This is the closure. I do have some crystals, some chandelier crystals, and a blingy heart and a tassel hanging off of the tie. And again, every one of the digitals that you see on this book and in this book are La Parisienne, and you can find them in Ooh La La Vintage Treasures Etsy shop. So, did the cover with one of the digitals, and this rosetti blush pink background that I used here is actually from her Romantique Serenade pearls, crystals and pearls kit that I received, and I just loved it and thought that made a beautiful background. Back here is more of the digitals. I did some collaging and got all the fabric layered like I like to do in this really pretty applique. Alright, so over here I made a couple of pockets with the digitals, stacked and layered the pockets. Have some trim with some pearls. Got some flowers and some lace and more trim, a little snippet here. How pretty is that, y'all? She has two La Parisienne kits, and by two I mean like two different versions of almost the same kit. It's not completely the same, but one of those is neutral and the other is pink. So what I mostly did in this journal, because I love both of them so much, is I used neutrals for the background pages and then pinks for most of the embellishments and ephemera pieces and stuff like that. Not completely, but that was how I mostly went. This page, I've got this little rosette on here and just a bunch of little fabric pieces that I thought were really pretty. Some stamping there. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, I cannot say enough about how pretty the kits are. Over here, I've got some more fabrics and an applique. Some more of that stamping. A couple pieces of applique. A couple pieces of pink blingy applique attached to the signature tie-in. And y'all can see lots of places to write as well if that's what you enjoy doing in your journals. But so much eye candy. And here's the sewing machine I pointed out. With a little piece of blingy pink, blush pink mesh. I use this applique, made a little tuck spot here with a little pink suitcase and a little suede velvety hat and a little bit of, this is some vintage black trim that I had that's very, very delicate, and I can only use little tiny pieces at a time, but I just like the way that turned out. Over here, got a pocket made out of this trim. It's one of my favorites. Got a card. I mean, so y'all can see, even if these blank pages aren't enough room for you to write, I mean, there's plenty of room on back of the tags and cards and such. In my opinion, plenty of room, yeah. Some people might not think so, but okay. So we have 2 signatures. That was one. Now we're going to the next signature. In between the signatures, I also have that lined with one of the digitals. Over here, I'll just go ahead and take this off. I have something on the back of it too. I've got this little rusted paper clip that I've tied a bunch of pieces of fabric to, made a pretty little bow with a flower and a little bow, little pearlized bow. Got this envelope that Doreen of Oolala Vintage Treasures that she made and put in her Romantique Serenade kit. And I made this snippet to go around it. I don't know if y'all can see that very well. It's got pearls, crystal beads, snippet with bling, a little pearlized bow. Let's see, got a crown with bling, pearlized flower. I love that flower. A pearl heart, just a bunch of little goodies in there. And I tucked in one of her digitals that does remove. You can take that out. All right, so that was on that side. And I've got this, yeah, I had to include this. So I think, I'm not sure, but I think that the way that these were made, if you look at the pages, I think that maybe belly bands or wide pockets or maybe even side pockets were the thought plan. I don't know. And I did not plan for any of that in here, but I was like, I've got to use this. I have got to use it. It is just a beautiful piece. I love this. So delicious. I had to include it as a tag, a card, you know. Can y'all hear my puppy in the background tearing up something? I don't know what she's tearing up. Maisie, what are you doing, girl? What are you doing? Where's your rope? All right, on this page, I've got another, maybe I should turn this paper clip around so that you see it like as you're coming to it. Maybe. Let me pull it out. Okay. So I was playing with this coffee dye. Well, the coffee dye, it's not coffee dyes. A used coffee filter. So this coffee filter. And I was just playing with it. And when I was holding it, I was like, that looks like a skirt. I had no intention. Get down. Of using this is like a dress form or anything, but that's what ended up happening. And I decorated it with digitals and a bunch of pretty fabrics and trims and bling and pearls and a little bow, and I turned it into a paper clip. Here I've got another pretty piece that I've done some collaging with. And here, got another tag with some pretty hanging off of it. And y'all, the digitals really don't even need embellishing. You know, it's fun to do, and it's, you know, it's just adding to the eye candy, really. The papers itself is already eye candy. Here I've got fabric hanging off here, topped with an applique, and down here I've got the Eiffel Tower, a little piece of bling, and a little piece of tulle. And just a couple of what I thought were just really pretty pieces. This is a piece of a door, and how beautiful is that? I'm a sucker for old vintage ornate doors anyway, so. She's over here trying to get something. I don't know what she's doing. More pretties. Some ruffly. Here I've made a couple of layered pocket, and in this small pocket down here I've got just a little piece of fabric tucked just because I just thought that was pretty. And I've got, how cute is that? Little carrying case. That is adorable. You think so, ma'am? You think so? You need to get down. Where's your rope? Where's your rope, huh? And up here I made 3 bookmarks. I use stuff like this as bookmarks. I think they're beautiful, and when I'm reading, I get to see something beautiful along with the words that I'm reading. So that's what I was thinking of when I made them. Of course, you could use them for anything, and I've got each one coordinated with fabric appliques with sequins on them. I just thought that was really pretty. And y'all just look at those digitals. I'm not looking through my camera, so I've got no idea if y'all can see my puppy or not, but she obviously thinks she is determined that she is going to be a part of this video. I did make these 3 different sizes, by the way, the bookmarks. Got a piece of mesh hanging off here and some beautiful, really long tassels, dangles. Love that image. I can't exactly tell you why, but I just love it. And over here, I've got another paper clip that I tied some fabric pieces on and a flower. And I've got one of my little lace coffee dyed mini file folders that I did some collaging with the digitals, and a little snippet with fabrics and that eyelash fabric, and the cutest little thread button. I just thought that was adorable. And over on this side, I've got that beauty. A little snippet down here with a little crystal, pearl, and rhinestone. And she also has words in the kit as usual. There's another one of those ornate doors, y'all. That is gorgeous. I so hope that all of this is in view of the camera. I can't see, and it worries me. Hey, move. If you're going to be up here, you cannot be in my way. Here we've got a couple of stacked suitcases with some fabric and sequins. Layered fabric and sequins. I've got another one of those little adorable suitcases, but this one's a little bit different. And I've tied a little bow, and we got a little pearlized flower. I think that's cute. And up here, I've got another tag with one of the bows that comes in the kit, and I think that these might be my all-time favorite bows. These champagne cream colored satin bows. I love them, and I love that crunchy fabric satin there. So pretty. And we have another one here with some vintage fabric. You know what? I assume that's vintage. It may not be. It wasn't mine. I didn't get it from an antique store, having knowledge of where it came from. It just looks that way. So look at that pocket, y'all. And that background paper. Oh, I love it. All right, everybody, that is the flip through. This will be in my Etsy shop, and y'all go check out the papers. Check out all of Ooh La La Vintage Treasures papers, all of them, but this one in particular is called La Parisienne, and I thank y'all for watching. Have a good day. Bye.